Well, hi everyone, I'm Judy Elliott, and thank you for being with us. And for the next few minutes, we are spending some time at Wrens Nest Center for Wellbeing, and I'm talking with the owner, Cindy Michaels. And Cindy, thank you so much for letting us come out. It's great to be here with you.
Well, thank you for coming.
You know, a lot of people may not know that what the mission here at Wrens Nest. Kind of give me that what the mission is here.
Yeah, we're a center for well-being. We're about space, we're about providing services, educational opportunities, all around the mission of wellness. Mm-hmm. The space is a really important part of that mission because it's community space. Mm-hmm. And a space that hopefully when you come in, that you feel a place is quiet and peaceful, a little bit of a step away from your day-to-day living.
That is so true, and I think I shared that with you the first time that I visited here.
Yeah.
It is a very peaceful atmosphere. There's just something here, but you almost have to come to experience that. And you know, we talked a little bit about the mission statement, but what are the services that you provide here?
There's partners of Wrens Nest that provide the services. And we have acupuncture, we have psychotherapy, we have two psychotherapists, one that does individual therapy, Bob Ryan, our acupuncturist is Christine Pope. We have another psychotherapist that provides workshops and support groups, that's Susan Ewing. Dr. Blaine Miner is providing wellness and nutrition consults here at Wrens Nest around integrated medicine holistically. And Yoga by Cindy provides private yoga assessments and consults as well as classes. Mm-hmm. We also have Dr. Linda Norman providing meditation and leading meditation 2 days a week right now in a group for an hour.
Right, and I think it's so important that, as you mentioned earlier, sometimes everyday life can be so stressful, trying to get everything done in one day, that it's wonderful to have a place like Wrens Nest that you can come and just relax and really get in touch with your inner being.
Right. Make an appointment for yourself, to show up for yourself. That's what I tell people. The hardest part is to make the commitment to just show up for yourself, to carve it into the space. Once you're here, the magic just happens. You just have to show up.
Right. And I know you also mentioned that it is you wanted this to be for the community. And let's talk a little bit about that and how you've made that available to the community. I know that you're going to be having different types of workshops.
Right, educational experiences first. Quarterly we would like to offer some kind of educational experience, a keynote speaker, a book signing, a cooking class, I mean a variety of things around wellness that we could bring in. I also want to be able to provide for the community a place that they could do some of their own events, weddings, bridal showers, places where people could come for celebrations of some of the things that would be available. The garden clubs have come, we have teas, just a place. The gardens are nice here. You can also be out in the gardens, so that's another advantage. Walking the nature trail. We have a nature trail around. Just being in the space. There's a platform, and there's also a labyrinth, a walking meditation at the end of the property that you can come and walk.
Right, and I know you mentioned that you're also available for weddings, and you have a beautiful garden here for weddings and receptions, and that's very important as well for people to know that it's here.
That's right, that's right. We have the capacity to do weddings, and you can cater out of our kitchen. We do have a full kitchen, so that is a nice advantage. There's a full bath here. The space really it's two spaces really connected by a breezeway. So there's two different kinds of spaces when you come in, and you just have to come and see. It lends itself to a lot of variety.
Right, and I know we also talked about, we have, it's called free library, free. Oh, yeah. Tell me about that.
Give a book,
little library.
Little free lending library. Give a book, take a book. It's a great concept. I first learned of it in Denver and came and started researching it, and our construction guys got really into it. In fact, our little free lending library is on Pinterest. It got a recognition for distinction because of the concept of the center as well as the design of the little free lending library. But yes, you just come and join the community, take a book, bring a book. communicate about it, write down, leave a note what you liked about the book. It's just another community building opportunity.
Right. Now, the workshops that we talked about also, you can find more information about Wrens Nest on Facebook as well, right?
Right. Facebook is where things are the most dynamic. There's going to be posting going on more rapidly than our webpage, but our webpage is also available, www.wrensnestcenter.com, and on Facebook it's Wrens Nest Center. To be able to go and learn about what the classes are, pricing, services, and to see the space itself. But also we'd just like for people to come by.
Right. I mean, you can't come by and just tour and take a look at the beautiful gardens here and the whole facility. There's so many options that can be actually held here, and we just appreciate so much you bring this to the community. We're going to be also talking in just a moment. You also have yoga classes, which you are an instructor.
Sure, yes. I have another instructor too. Marcia Evans is the second instructor, but yes, we have many classes.
All right. Well, we're going to take a break right here. We're going to be talking with Christine about acupuncture, but we'll come back and talk with you a little bit more about the yoga class.
Okay.
Thank you.
Look forward to it. Thank you.
Well, now I'm talking with Christine Pope with LifeGate Acupuncture, and certainly it's great to share some time with you. Tell me a little bit about yourself here.
I am a licensed acupuncturist. I'm licensed to practice acupuncture in Georgia and Tennessee. I am really happy to be practicing in Georgia, finally, and I'm a graduate of Zhengdao School of Classical Chinese Medicine in Sugar Grove, North Carolina.
Right. And a lot of people do ask the question, what is acupuncture? Tell me a little bit of what that is.
Well, acupuncture works with the body's bioenergetic energies to promote health and push disease out. Most people find it extremely relaxing, so it's very useful for things like stress or low energy. But it's much deeper than that. It can be used for everything from depression and anxiety, insomnia, digestive issues, chronic autoimmune problems like fibromyalgia, musculoskeletal pain,
so
low back
many
pain.
benefits.
Yes.
And you just mentioned some, but I know we talked earlier that there is really a long list of reasons why someone would come and make an appointment with you.
Absolutely.
Tell me a little bit about what to expect when one would come for the first time.
The first appointment would probably last between an hour and an hour and a half. It's important to remember to wear loose-fitting clothes so that below the knees and below the elbows are easily accessible. I would have the person fill out a short questionnaire, health questionnaire, and then I would, of course, observe, and maybe palpate, feel pulses, look at tongues, very strange things in Western.
And I guess customize something that would work with them.
The treatment would absolutely be customized to what their problem and their constitutional issues are.
Okay. Tell me, how would someone make an appointment with you?
Very easy.
Okay.
Call Wrens Nest. There's a line specifically for my business.
Okay.
And if I don't answer the phone, leave a message and I will call back.
All right. Well, thank you so much for taking time to talk with us today. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Judy.
Well, I'm now talking again with Cindy Michaels. And Cindy, we talked a little bit earlier about so many things here that you'll find at Wrens Nest, but I know you also are a yoga instructor. Tell me a little bit about that. First of all, what about your credentials?
Yes, my business is Yoga by Cindy, and my credentials start back with my old life where I was an occupational therapist for 35 years. I worked mostly with children. I have a master's degree in child development, and I started doing yoga just for my own benefit. But then I started training, and I had my 200 hours, and then I went back and got my 500 hours and became a yoga therapist. So I feel like that it's a really good blend of where I was and where I am now. It's a little bit of a different way to approach yoga. So as a yoga therapist, I can provide classes specifically around healthcare needs. And I do teach classes for children as well as pre and postnatal classes. I have a certification for that. And then I teach, my classes are generally themed around the seasons as well as the healthcare needs.
Okay, great. Now, a lot of people maybe have never experienced yoga. Tell me a little bit about what yoga is.
Words fail to convey what yoga really is. You just have to experience. This is what Iyengar used to say. But yoga really means to yoke. It's about blending your body and your mind, yoking things together, pulling it together, not having separateness. The tools of yoga are both posture, breath, and meditation. So within an hour class, you will partake in all of that in the hour class.
Right.
And to be able to have the healthcare benefits, you need all three.
Right. Now, what are some of the benefits that you would expect from yoga?
Yeah, right away after a class, you'll have improved flexibility, you will have clarity and improved brain function, you'll lower your stress levels. After a couple of months, you will also have relief from any kind of chronic pain of your back, anxiety relief, improved lung capacity, lower the blood pressure. And then after years, you're going to have stronger bones, you're going to have a healthier weight, and you're going to have a lower risk for heart disease.
So there are many benefits.
Many benefits, yes.
And I know you mentioned earlier also that your classes change seasonally. So I guess the best way for people to either call and to find out how or what classes are being held during the season.
That's right. We change on the equinox and the solstice, and we take breaks in between, but we really run about a 10 to 12 week sequence of classes, but you can join at any time. It's just so that we can kind of keep up with what we're trying to teach and theme it that way. So anytime, you just come by, call 529-NEST or look at the web page.
All right. And I know there's so many things that we talked about earlier that you offer here at Wrens Nest. And I just want to say, it's great to have this in our community. A lot of people have had to go other places, and now all this is under one umbrella in Dalton.
Right down the street from Kroger's. Right past the Kroger's parking lot, take a right. Shields Road, and you'll see it. From Dugout Road, past the Kroger's parking lot, you're going to turn onto Shields Road.
Okay. Great.
2001.
Great. Again, make an appointment to come by and visit. Certainly you do not charge for people who want to come and look at the facility.
Just let me know you're coming, so I'll be here.
Right. Or plan an event. I mean, there's so many options here. So thank you so much again for letting us come out. We appreciate it and being here.
Thank you so much. I would personally like to invite you to come and visit Wrens Nest Center for Wellbeing. Come take a yoga class. Come and partake in an educational experience through the workshops. Come walk the nature trail. Come visit a consult with our Dr. Blaine Miner. Have an acupuncture treatment. Come and sit and talk with a counselor. Get your needs met through Wrens Nest. I look forward to seeing you.